Hi, so today I'm going to give you a quick introduction to the material we're going to cover in R Stage 3. R Stage 3 is an attempt to equip you with tools to program in an efficient and effective manner. Some of these ideas are a little bit more complex than previous ideas, such as object-oriented programming and debugging. But each of these, I think you'll find, makes your life a lot easier over the long term. So there's 8 specific topics we're going to talk about during the day. The first is advanced subsetting. So subsetting is choosing a list of data from a larger data frame. And usually we've been doing this based on single elements in that data frame. In advanced subsetting, we're going to get into lots of the more complex techniques that allow you to select based on multiple attributes very quickly. The next couple of ideas we're going to look at is debugging and profiling. Debugging is the process of working out where there is a problem in your code. Usually with small pieces of code, you can look at the code and work out what the issue is. But as your code gets larger, it's not possible to simply read the entire code listing. You need to have interactive tools in order to find where the problem occurs and how to solve it. You also need to reproduce the problem, which can be quite difficult as well. Sometimes your code will run fine but just take too long, and that's where profiling comes in. Profiling allows us to work out which parts of your code are running slowly and work out if there's ways you can make that faster. Another thing that will help you is to maintain a strict style. Style helps code to be easily readable, and readable code is easily maintainable. So we'll talk a bit about some rules for style. After that, we'll get into object-oriented programming. Have you ever looked at some of the statistical objects we've created, like linear models and analysis of variance? And they create a result which is a model. That's an object, so to speak, and it has particular characteristics. And we'll talk about creating customizable objects for your particular purpose, rather than just using the built-in objects. That will make your code more easily maintainable and will help you to build bigger projects without losing the control and making spaghetti code, so to speak. We'll get into functions as well. Functions are a way of running particular operations on large groups of data in one line. So instead of looping through or stepping through that data and running your function over and over again, you simply give the entire data set to the function, and the function is run across the whole data set in one go. This has a lot of interesting possibilities, and it's why R is known as a functional language. It's a particular way of programming, and it's a very organized way of programming and really helpful for data analysis. And finally, we'll talk about R and distributed computing. Distributed computing is a new area of data analysis that is becoming more and more important as data gets larger and larger, and we'll give you a quick introduction to Spark R, which is a platform that is an R package that is integrated into the Spark distribution. This allows you to run a subset of R commands across clusters of computers instead of just on a single computer, and allows you to break free of R's dependence on the computer memory and the hard drive space. So that's a quick introduction to what we'll be covering in R Stage 3, and I'm looking forward to meeting you soon. Thanks very much.